right.
Just taking
We're
a second.
live on YouTube. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to our Tuesday night call. We are on, this is our RRR247 podcast, episode number 58 already. My name's Dina Eddy. I am so happy to be here on a Tuesday night. This is the night that everyone needs to be here to get all the information that we need to stay moving forward in the direction we need to go in with our businesses here with RRR247. So we're going to get going. And if we should have some new people in here, if you're new and this is your first Tuesday night call, we'd love to hear from you. If you would unmute and give us your name and where you're calling in from, please.
Hi, I'm Warren from
Hi, Warren.
Arizona. How you doing?
Warren from Arizona, welcome.
Thank you.
And who's your instructor?
Trevor. Trevor's my instructor.
You're in great hands with Trevor. He's awesome. Welcome.
Thank you.
Glad you're here. Anybody else brand new, your first time here on a Tuesday night? Just unmute and give us your name and where you're calling in from.
Fred's fairly new. He's in the chat saying, "Good evening, Dina."
Oh, good. Yeah. Fred Williams, welcome in. All right, everybody. So if you are, whether you're streaming in from from our RRR247 podcast number 58, we are happy to have you here with us tonight, and we're going to get going. And we've got great things. Rory and Tanya always have lots to share with us. So we'll get going with that shortly. This is a Tuesday. If you're brand new here, you need to write this down, please. Never miss a Tuesday night call. Okay. You don't want to miss a Tuesday night call. You always pick up a nugget or a big boulder of information that is given to us here on Tuesday nights. It's pretty amazing. I think in my 6 years, I've missed one call because I had surgery that day. So you got to be committed. You don't want to, it's like you don't want to miss. You want to have FOMO. You don't know what you're going to miss if you miss one. And it's always exciting and always educational for us here. All right. It is 9:02, so I'm going to get going. And one more time, last call. Welcome everybody out there on YouTube. We're RRR247 podcast, episode number 58 already. We're glad you're here. One last time, if you are brand new to the call and you've never been on a Tuesday night call before, please unmute yourself and give us your name and where you're calling in from. All right. So I'm going to get going. I'm going to move this chat out of my way because it's distracting. And my name is Dina Eddy, and I am happy to be here in RRR247. I live in Central Florida with my wonderful husband, Niall, and he and I are living the dream. We have found RRR247 and all it entails here, and we love it. I'm from Texas. I have an entrepreneurial spirit since I was really young. So all through brownies and Girl Scouts, I always sold the most cookies every year. We love those Girl Scout cookies. And I won a free week of camp every year for selling the most cookies. I sold the most candy bars or whatever we sold playing sports for 11 years. And I'm very competitive, and I did that. And I knew a lot of people, and I wasn't afraid to talk to people. So that was helpful. I also worked at a grocery chain called Piggly Wiggly, and I worked there through high school and college, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I was the friendly, bubbly one that people would stand in line for so that I could check them out, which was an honor. But they like to do that. They like to let me check them out because I would ask them how they were. And a lot of them were elderly. A lot of them were, single older people whose children didn't live nearby or anything. And I always asked them how they were and, what was going on with them. And I genuinely cared, and they could feel that, they could see that. So I really enjoyed that time. I did sell Mary Kay Cosmetics for 28 years. I love doing that. And then somewhere along the way, after you do something that long, you realize that you maybe are looking for something different. So I started looking. I joined a wine club. I love wine. I joined a wine club. I got invited to a seminar. At that time, I lived in North Florida, and the seminar was in Dallas. I flew to Dallas by myself. Didn't know, I'm not afraid to fly by myself, but I flew there. Didn't know anybody at this seminar. So I was a little uncomfortable, but at the same time, I was very eager to find out more, because I went there to find out what I could do more to boost my business and, make the money that I wanted to make. So I went to this seminar, and on the Saturday night after the all day Saturday night was the awards, and all these people kept going across the stage with a gentleman by the name of Rory Rickard with them. They were all on Rory Rickard's team. Stacy was one of them. I remember meeting several people there, and the fact that everybody going across the stage that won these awards was on Rory's team. So after the awards, there was a party, of course. It's a wine club. So we had a party, and I actually was sitting and watching and talking to a lot of people. And I walked up to Rory, and I stuck my hand out and shook his hand. I said, "Hi, my name's Dina. I need to know what you're doing." And, we had a conversation, and the music was really loud, and we walked out into the hallway, and he said, "Where are you from? Where do you live?" And I said, "I live in Florida." He goes, "Oh, Niall lives in Florida. Let me go get Niall." So he went in and got Niall, brought him out in the hallway, and introduced me to Niall. And the next week, Niall called me, and I joined RRR247 on Niall's team. And I learned to fall in love with RRR247 and Niall, and my life has just accelerated like crazy from that moment, and I'm very grateful for it. So I got to meet. I knew that was Tanya now looking back, but I don't remember meeting Tanya, but I met Rory, I met Niall. And so that was in 2019, and probably January of 2020, Tanya taught a class on dreams, doing a vision board. I was familiar with vision boards. I did them for 28 years. So I did a vision board, and one of the things I wrote on there was Niall Eddy's first MSI. I still have it. I didn't date it, but it had to be in 2020 because I didn't know anything about MSIs before then. Okay, so here at RRR, we've realized very quickly that there's nothing else out there. We have everything that you need here and then some to give you different avenues of income, multiple streams of income. Okay, I like not putting all my eggs in one basket. I'd rather make $1,000 from 50 different things than one thing and it fall apart, right? So I like it a lot, but as everybody's going to get going with your PBS. You're going to have your instructor that's going to guide you and train you, and as you get going, you're going to build your PBS pages. You're going to rewrite them. You're going to modify them. You're going to work to modify your entire PBS, work for Google AdSense, and start building teams. Okay. We all need teams. We can't do it all ourselves. We've learned that. It's been interesting. So our teams sometimes are the best part of our group. We have teams. Different people have different strengths. It's really nice to have that. So we have different levels here at RRR. We have CSI, we have a GSI, we have PSI, and we have MSI. And we have MSI Elite, which is open, empty, waiting for somebody to snatch that right up. And it could be somebody that joins tomorrow. It could be somebody that's been here for 10 years. Everybody's equal. So I always hope that my students can pass me up and do well, because I'm going to be their biggest cheerleader, right? So I would like to introduce to you our MSI that is doing all the training this month on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. Candace Gunstream, are you here?
She is not. It's her birthday.
It's her birthday. Okay, that's right. It's her birthday. Well, I'm going to tell you, thank you. That hit me right when I said it. So Candace has been an MSI since September. So she's a newer MSI, but she is an amazing instructor, an amazing trainer. And this coming Thursday night will be her fourth, I think, and last training session for this month. And then next month it will be someone else or multiple people. So I know we always have so much to cover. Without further ado, I would love to introduce our creator of PBS and our co-founder to RRR247, Mr. Rory Rickard. The floor is all yours.
All right. Thanks, Dina. Let's see. I'm going to do something really quick. Tricia, if you could come on, we'll see how your sound is today. Just real quick, IBOs, guys. And I'm gonna discuss some stuff today, and then I'll do some housekeeping. Tricia, are you available?
I'm trying. Okay. It's not letting me. There I am. It's not letting me turn my camera on.
You're here. That's okay. You have a beautiful picture that we all know what you look like now because of the events. So I'm just gonna, Tricia is, following along with everything that goes on. She's very active in what we do. She understands it all, and I'm going to just, you guys got the button. We're hitting there 15 after, so we get a lot of people come in at that time. I will. I'm gonna just leave this open, and we got plenty of room to put IBOs in, and I think we can just count on that for the next little bit. But we'll do the updates. But you guys, we're going to be opening up our doors in all the ways that we can to people that are looking to be part of what the future is going to be presenting online. And I mean AI and the blockchain directions. We've got a lot to talk about. There's a lot of changes. I mean, we've been here for, well, ongoing, right? But there's a lot coming in there. And today I'm going to kind of get us poised and ready for the direction. But you guys, I'm unleashing some new marketing directions, leaning into that really amazing offer, especially for the US with the IBO. And you guys should all be following suit to that. And that's what we're going to talk about today. But Tricia, I just wanted to bring you on and say thank you for doing everything you guys are doing so that we can just open the floodgates and be a little, I got to tell you guys, I was a little worried about this as we did the family and friends, because we did it so sparingly before.
Correct.
And it was a very special thing. And now it's almost like Tricia has such a good feed on people when she talks to them, the way that she does it. As long as they have a connection to us, I feel like we're okay with that. Tricia, does that sound right?
Yes. And, I don't know if people are posting ads and marketing the IBO program directly as well, but Jim and I had some conversations today and feeling, more comfortable with that. And we're designing some language to be able to use in ads.
Perfect. And you guys, all along, and it's supply and demand, right? Supply and demand. We didn't have the demand like we have today. And because we do, and we're on the wrong side of it in a way, and the right side of it in a way where we need to bring more supply. Like, we can bury Tricia with work. Let's do it. So that being said, what I'm going to show today, we couldn't do without this. I wouldn't dare do it without it, just because I don't want to market something we can't provide. I don't want to market something we can't deliver on. And the more I see where this is going, I'm like, yeah, we can do this. And I'm also going to say, like, worst case scenario is we just start building the queue and just get them in as we can, and we'll solve that later. But we are so far from that problem on the supply side today in the foreseeable future. I'm going to go into it. So Tricia, here's what I did. I've already added it to training, so it's ready for people just to go forth and do. So if you guys go look at step 5, I'm going to share my, see, can I share my screen? Let me get organized really quick. If I share my screen right now, you guys can see a glimpse of what's coming in the future weeks. So I'm not going to do that. So let me go. It's on there right now. I'm like, oh, I can't show them that yet. Okay, hold on. Okay. There's some things happening here. So let me get this. See, so there's that. Did I show you this yet? I can show you that. Can't show you that. So let me close it down. Can't show you that yet. All right, let's have some fun housekeeping. Then I'm going to show you guys a page. So April, which starts tomorrow. I guess there's a lot. Let's do this. So yesterday was one of our MSI's birthdays. Now, you guys, I've missed birthdays, so I'm gonna first apologize for I didn't do I try to do a big rah-rah on the birthdays. I try to get on there when we're on the meetings. I have been extremely overwhelmed, not an excuse, but Kathleen had a birthday not too long ago, and I just want to speak that out there. But we have a bunch that hit at the same time right now, right? And we're talking like key leadership. So I'm just gonna take a moment to share and express that, and then I'm gonna start blowing your minds. So hold on. Let's do one thing at a time. I'm trying to keep organized. First birthday I'll bring up here is MSI Shane Belcito. And I had a hunt for this picture. It's the one I wanted to use, but I found it today. It was March 30th. All right. And I'll go, so happy birthday, Shane. You guys, this guy's just been a tremendous part of what we're doing here. He's been here forever and just continues to do his stuff. So just a little bit of recognition out there. I'll put this out in our Facebook groups too. The next one is Candace Gunstream. I think she's 29. And Candace is taking her birthday being celebrated. So she's actually not here, but we're going to celebrate without her here anyway. And then the next one we have, it's technically tomorrow, but because of where he lives, it's what time is it there now? I'll pull up my clock because I got both clocks on my it's 12:18 in the afternoon, Wednesday, April 1st over in Australia, and that would be Daniel Goncalves. That's our one of our amazing CTOs and guys that's behind the CRM and a bunch of other things. And our AI, stuff. But anyway, it's on there. He turns 50 today. He's catching up, youngin. So he's always catching up. Right? So I'll put those on there. Let me I'll hide that. Now I want to go into the schedule. We just had a VVU with Velavita, and tonight at midnight, those special deals end. Right. So I guess I probably should pull those up on the screen just so we know what those are. All right, and don't, you guys, I've noticed something. Let's see if we're on there. It's, I'm going to pull this. I got to see because it should be updated today. Hold on, hold on. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. I'll be back and forth a little bit here. So let's see. We move this over there. We close that. Okay, that's good. Can't share my screen. Okay, so where was I going to first? Oh, here we go. So in our Bella Vita back offices, there's this leaderboard on the top left. It's right under the store. And I've seen the accounts come in there. It just started, right? And there's, the world view. Like if you guys are gonna get a very good glimpse of like how big things are, right? And we have this top total points and the qualifiers on here. But I know that I'm going to put them on the spot, but the Eddies, they're on here, and Tanny and I were already on, and I'm watching all the US come in here. But you guys, we have a really good pace, right? And you just do this, and even though there's like cash prizes for the top 10, that number one prize is insane, right? Like it's huge, but I have a feeling, I don't know if Dina like told Niall like, hey, I want that bag set, but they're already out the gate, like they're booming it. I'm just gonna go here to I'll go down to, they're like, the points started going in there and the qualifiers, like this is like people with enrollments and customers and stuff coming in. And I'm gonna tell you guys, like, I feel overwhelmed with this where it comes in, but we also know that there's Niall right there, 143. I mean, you guys if you guys want to feel the impact of what we're doing, because we only see like on the VBUs, like how big this is. Well, now we have like, you can log in here and say like, okay, this is going somewhere, right? There's Jenny. Some of these people I don't know in the Canada flags and the US, because they're here, but they're part of like other teams, right? I come in here, she's in there. There's our stuff. I got to go look at how it's pulling the name, but you guys, this is pretty cool, right? And as we go down and see all the growth, it's fun, right? It's just fun. But anybody here can like start, you bring in an ambassador, you bring in that stuff in, the points, you get qualified, and then we're chasing for the top spots on the points. But you guys, we've got a machine. We've got machines to grow this. But even if you don't make the top 10, having an extra push to get you there on the journey, it's always nice. That's why I love promotions. And we're going to have more and more promotions ongoing. So, kind of get used to this. But, if you want to see like, hey, we're part of something pretty massive. It is big. Now, that being said, I'm going to come down here to the media library. I went over this yesterday. There's the launch special for the Immune 365. I'll go ahead and open that. I'm going to go ahead and open this as well. I'm going to go ahead and open up the race to the top so we can cover that, and then double snaps. And I'll start with this one, you guys. This is the BOGO on the brain, the youth, the biome, and plus. It ends at midnight tonight. All right. So I've already had one of my customers call me and I helped her get, like, she did 10 and got 10. She got 20 of the chocolate mints. Her name's Anastasia. She just wanted that price. Goes through it, and she's been doing 3 a day. So morning, midday, and afternoon. And she's reporting weight loss. She's reporting that she just feels good. And she does 1 cup of coffee in the morning. And then she takes Reserve and AM PMs. And then the brain. So she's just stocking up because of the price. Just great little addition. It goes there. And that was before the contest. Well, she's already a customer. So I was like, but just it's there. But you guys, if you got anybody on the fence, I mean, tonight's the end. But also, if you're brand new and you haven't gotten to Bella Vita yet, doing an order tonight can help your instructor out a lot in the qualifiers for this. Just putting that out there. Okay, so I'm going to go to the next one. This is the race to the top. That's what I showed you on that. You need 3 new members or customers with a minimum of 600 new BV total for you to be qualified, right? And then we're getting points through other things. But this is first prize is this incredible travel set from Louis Vuitton, right? You guys all know Louis Vuitton bags. The carry-on's $3,500. The travel bag's $2,700. That's what they're given, right? And then there's second, third, fourth cash prizes all the way down to 10th, which is always good. And then they have a tiebreaker rule for any of these positions, which is great. And then the points. So like if you enroll a member, 6 points. You enroll a customer, 3 points. Every new member in your unilevel, 2 points. Every new customer is 1 point. So this lets, you build as you're helping your team build. And I want you guys to get used to this format, because Costa usually, this is all built out, it's tracking. It's not for a one-time promotion. A lot of promotions are going to be working based on these things, which are rewarding us for doing the right stuff. Okay. And so I'm seeing these points and stuff start accumulating. And basically, obviously, we get a lot more for enrollments of members and customers. And, we want to get the BV in there. So keep that in mind. There's always fine print. This goes March until April. All right. So it's already started, and it goes to April 30th. All right. Now, that being said, right, I'm going to go here to the special bundles. These end tonight. So if you want the immune probiotic that we've been talking about a lot, it's, you get 5, but you only pay for like 3, right? You buy 3, get 2 free. And the same with Affinity. And then this right here, it's BOGO. And the value of this is just amazing to me. So it's buy one, get one. So you get 50% off at $379.75. And they got this, if there's a BOGO on top of that, which I mean, that's insane. That's insane. I couldn't tell, because it's like 50%. And then if it's BOGO on 50% off, I don't even know what to say about that value. It's like, come on. So it's there. Yeah, this is, I read this and I just can't believe they're doing that. All right. It's a BOGO and it's 50% off. This stuff lasts long. We talked about it on Monday, but it's there. So you guys see that? I think I covered them all. Then the immune special, and this is the immune 365. So it's, and you guys, we're starting to we got this out there. I know people have ordered it. People already received it. I know people ordered it right on Monday. And they got it already today because they're in Florida. I know, because they called me and they said, "Rory, this tastes great." You get 3 for this this price on the launch pack, so you save $80, ends tonight at midnight. So this is a product that it was launched. It happened to be a product that they had before inside the company Jeunesse. It's been updated in formulation and then obviously branded with Velveeta and rolled out. And on the leadership calls that we've been on, they've been dying to get this back. I got mine coming, so I'll try it as soon as I get back into Florida. But I'm excited that we have like, another immune product. And these are great products to assist things. And I want to just plant the seed. All right, I want to plant the seed. Let me stop this. I do not want to have this, what I'm about to say, showing with any of the Velveeta pictures. I want to be very cautious. Okay. If I had some amazing product that did some amazing thing that pretty much like 80% of the world needed, and it was like extremely safe and natural, a lot of plant derivatives, and basically an amazing, we'll call it a biohacking science for the win product that did some amazing things to what people want, but is also something that is going to require a very conscious, I would call it nutrition and cellular wellness stack. Okay. So let's just say that it does this tremendous thing, but at the same time of doing this tremendous thing, anybody taking advantage of this tremendous thing is going to need to be really hitting the antioxidants, inflammatories, natural anti-inflammatories. I'll be very specific. I can tell you that they're going to want to be taking brain like in the mornings for sure. They're going to be on the AMs in the morning and then the PMs at night. Probably more than otherwise, just to make sure that their body's full of those stacking nutrients to help benefit the process of what this tremendous thing does. Okay, I'm just going to leave that there. Take that in, because what's going to happen is something that is like a dream for us. We're going to have something amazing that's going to really drive the consumer by awareness and understanding to really want to take advantage of products that help support cellular wellness. It is awesome on the marketing side because we have those ahead of time. It's not like we are adding them. We're already ready for it. So I can tell you that the timing of the Immune 365 was not coincidental at all. I can also just tell you that we want to understand it. We want to utilize it. And I always say this, I don't ever want to tell somebody, oh, I never tried that product. I want to know what every product tastes like. I want to know what every product does. That's our business. And when it comes to nutrition and the wellness side, it's Velveeta for us. It's only Velveeta for us. We have a very solid focus on it, and we are going into an amazing stage of things. Okay. Now, as we watch this button, I'm going to tell you there's cycles in life. There's cycles in business. We have come out of a kind of a weird funk, and I'll call it like industry-wide funk, right? There's a lot of weird things going on. There's a lot of debt structure. I mean, people are spending more on their credit cards. That's just the numbers. Go chat GPT it. If it sounds crazy, if everybody's going, you know what, Rory, I don't think people are living on credit cards. I don't think that's true. Google it. Chat GPT it, right? Some weird funk. And I got to tell you, doing this for decades, it always goes like this. Always goes like this. And I know we've gone down into a valley for the last couple of years. It's been a valley, right? We can call it the economic cycle, the political cycles, and then also there's a lot of things that are just pressing and happening, and we got new technologies coming in, and there's a lot of things that cause confusion in general, and every time this happens, there's a rush for education, there's a rush for being in the know, and we're at the forefront of it already. Okay, so during this time, new things are coming out, and I'm just going to speak to it, right? I brought it up before. I know I covered some things on Saturday. In fact, Saturday was just me trying to do a catch up. You're going to get a little bit more remnants of that today. And I'm also going to give you some homework today that you need to really focus on. Okay. I'm going to do the homework first. And then we're going to address a little bit more. And so let's do that first. So in step 5, so let me share my screen. So if we go to RRR247.com, let me actually go to that page. So RRR247.com/RRR, right? We have, this is static, right? Anybody can access it. It's here. And I keep this here for one main reason, in case somebody gets lost. This is just a great backup reference for our thing. So we'll always have both. But I'm going to go down to step 5. And I'm going to go to step 5, and I'm going to go to the bottom of the training for step 5, the bottom as it is today, which is, and this is where we add new pages that we're building, right? A lot of stuff on here from Stacy, a lot of stuff from but right here. And for some reason, this is just, that's huge, that video. I got to look at the sizing. But this right here, this is the opportunity for income with health and wellness. Big, long page name, and it's got a reason. All right. And here's the example of it. I'll go ahead and click on that. It'll open it right up with my bells and whistles on the top. And this page it's spelled out how to do it right there in step 5. You can also access it in your admin, in your learning management system, right? In the evolverealestate.co, we'll log in the courses. It's step 5, and it's the last part of step 5. So like if you look, I'm building your PBS step 5, it's the last one there. It's also there. Okay. And then you can also go to step 5 and the link here, right? It's all there. Okay. That being said, right? That being said, I'll make reference that in the headlines and ad training, which you guys all have access to, okay, under opportunity. So just go to opportunity, and it's all alphabetical. If you have it tagged for this and you're looking at it alphabetical, opportunity right here for income. All right. There's my exact page is spelled out right here. Like you can copy and paste it and then modify it, right? It's right here. Right? That's my backup document for it, right? It's a live example for here. And then, be sure to modify your own link, right? And I put this in the category page of employment and jobs, and you can see that in the videos. It's done. This is your homework to do. Now, if you haven't got to step 5 yet, just keep getting your other stuff done. Just know that this is there to catch up with, and it's there. Okay. We're putting a lot of emphasis on the opportunity. It's a very long URL on purpose for ad posting, on purpose for using in comments and stuff in social media. But this page, I have it like everywhere because I've been working on it. This very page, let's see, is that one? Oh, you guys can't see that one. Whoa, what was that? Okay. This opportunity for income, health, and wellness, right? It's got the video that I'm going to have to update with the new products at some point, like as soon as I get videos. Until then, we have this. But this drives them to become an affiliate in Developita. Again, and then I always tie in the options, but you notice we're leaning really heavy into getting in, for the BFA event and getting access to $750 a month. Okay. We're really pushing the stipend, right? So on my page, I use my options image and stuff to drive them back to that. This is an article for income with health and wellness. So opportunity for income for health and wellness by design. And then I stress this $750 a month stipend program, right? So there's this. Now the options video might be good to be on here. We got this video on the BFA. This video is going to be updated shortly. It's going to be a great sizzle for this opportunity. But right now, this is what we have, and we might rearrange it, but this right now is going to be set. This video is soon going to be enhanced. Okay. And there's a lot of direction going in this. I think we got even more, like, I guess I would call it sizzle and umph to add to it. It's being developed, and I'm waiting for the key videos. And we're not going to focus on all the products. We're going to focus on some key products that sizzle that we share and go out there, and then I know there's a ton more behind it, but to get involved, right? And then it comes down. Again, I'm pressing into the stipend, which is step 2, right? Get registered if you've not already done so. So become an affiliate, and then I'm going to follow up with them, right? So there's this, then register with us. So I say step 2, step 3, and then here are the 3 steps. I did a redundancy campaign, right? So they can read about it if they want to do it. And I did it based on how I write, where I go. It's on purpose. I repeat it on purpose. Okay, you don't have to. I suggest that you might want to follow it. Just make sure you're rewriting the whole thing and push it out there and get it out there. But yeah, we're really pushing that $750 a month stipend. Okay, now I want to go into, if you have this page especially, or one like it, or your options page is great. We're going to go into that here in the next. Let's go to that now. Let's go into that now. So hold on a second. I'm going to pull that up here. Okay, I got this page. I'm going to go into and I'm on RRR247.com. I'm on the one that I play with. And I'm going to go to my options page. And I want to just put emphasis on this. This video is going to change too. You guys keep it there. It's all good. We press on the $750 a month really heavy. And we want to get even stronger about it, right? And this video, the next video that comes out is going to be super strong on that. I'm working on that, and it's going to update. But all this process for the registration is all here. The one thing that I want to add to it is AI. All right, so I'm going to edit the page. I'm going to do this with you guys real time right now. All right, and then just remember it's options, right? It's RRR247.com/options. And this is me adding more to it based on what's coming. Now, technically, this is a precursor. This is something we're going to focus on again after April 18th. Okay, now I'm going to be doing a meeting with leadership prior to April 18th, probably prior to April 11th. We're going to have a special training on what I'm about to talk to you guys about. So what I wanted to do here with you guys is just put this out here. And I'm going to come down here. Now I want an image on this, right? But this is fine. I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to just do a heading. I'm going to go a heading 3 with it. I don't want it too big, but I am going to make it highlight, right? I'll go background it in that my awesome yellow, which is this FCF 100. Everybody should have FCF 100 memorized for this color by now, right? I put this in here as a highlight. We're gonna be seeing some more memes, I guess, that's going to focus on our AI training. And that's what we're going to get in April. I wasn't going to do it until May, but so I'm going to say this. So anyway, I'm adding that to the options page. I want to put emphasis on AI training everywhere we can and update things on that. We're going to be building pages on that based on what's coming. And you guys don't know what it is yet. We're going to have a full rollout on the 18th. So let me go over this on the calendar side. Okay, and I'll just state it. And I'm going to come back here. We're like right on schedule, so this is great. Okay. So you can look at rory3.com/options, start getting some AI verbiage, and I want to plant the seed. Back to what I was trying to say before, we, obviously, you guys pretty much know the story on things. I go over it in the timeline and the BFA event, and I probably need to modify those now, and which is great, because we are going into the next frontier. What does that mean? Let me walk you through it. In 89, 90, we're doing direct mail, and we were doing direct mail up through 97. 94, we started doing online marketing, and online marketing wasn't enough then. There wasn't enough people on computers. It was great, but not enough to handle the business we needed. So we were doing both direct mail and online. And then 97, we were all done with, you couldn't talk me into sending another postage stamped out piece of marketing ever again. Just wasn't cost effective at all, not compared to what the internet did, not even close. Fast forward to today, online's been great. We've got things happening with the blockchain, innovations in the internet, where we now can just stream video so much better. All these things have advanced, so our marketing methods are getting better. But then we have AI, which is now helping us compile things, build information, do the research work, build out incredible graphics. All these things are now here, right? And it's stuff that people have on the surface. It's not going anywhere, but it's going to be changing their lives. They're going to be adapting to it more and more, and saw it coming. So as the internet was blowing up, we knew it. All our emphasis went that direction. And we found a place when we launched RRR247 in 2008 that, hey, if we teach people how to use the internet with blogging and marketing, we can help teach people how to make money at home. We can build this. We did that. Well, it's out there. We still do that very well. Now we're adding into it. We're going to the next frontier, which is AI, Web 3.0, and things that people just don't, they're not going to understand it while it's coming. You hear everybody say how evil AI is, and I heard the same type of things with the internet, right? I love telling this story. The president of my company with the voicemail, I had a fiduciary right. I was a shareholder, and I was also the CMO. I was a chief marketing officer, and I had I went to him and I said, hey, the internet's taking over, and I need to start going that direction with things. And I'm geeking out on this stuff already. I see where it's at. This is a deeper part, but I just want you guys to know I went really heavy and started building the internet functions starting literally 94. Okay. And I mean, massively building, testing, coding, learning how HTML worked, all that stuff was in it. And the benefits of that were really were available by like 97, 98, 99 and forward, because I started in 94. Okay. So the very first time I saw ChatGPT, it was launched. I was on a waiting list to even get an account, right? They had some stuff in on there. I have a collective of friends and colleagues that we've been building stuff for a long time that have all been like, hey, we're going to learn this. We know where this is going to go. We've seen this movie before. And they started building things. Okay. They started building things. And as I talked about it on Saturday, we have something that's over 4 years in development. It's now ready for us to take to market. As everybody can tell you here, all the MSIs, it's not perfect. we're gonna probably break it in several ways. I'm hoping that we do, because this team that's behind it is just gonna make it better. So I thought this wasn't gonna be ready till about May. As you might know, we had some things happen. We had to come out to Utah. And so I'm like, well, since I'm going out to Utah, I'll shift things up there. We made arrangements and did all the stuff so I could sit down and work with the team directly, because there's a lot that's based here, and got some things in massive motion. So we stepped it up. We're going to launch it April 18th. There will not be a V Marketing Day on April 18th. In fact, I should go into my calendar and just update it for everybody. April 18th, I am going to blow your friggin' mind. And I shouldn't say I. All right. There, my buddy Locke and I combined are going to blow your friggin' mind. Blow it. And we're going to roll out stuff. It's going to be a lot to take in. And so I preemptively am just like putting our leadership on notice. Get ready. We got some amazing minds that understand AI, the direction of it. They're going to freaking be fiending on what we're going to have. And it's exclusive to us, guys. We're the marketing arm taking it out. I've been waiting for this. And the other thing about it is not only is this amazing, which it totally is, it's going to help everybody here, but it also, we're going to be training it as the community. And this isn't something just to help individuals and small business. This goes all the way up to like the corporate 10, right? The Fortune 10, the Fortune 100. This is something that will help any business run better, utilizing AI, but not like, here, this is what chat can do. This is a whole different level. And it's a revenue machine for us in some big ways. It's a business launch. And our leadership is, I mean, we're already in the motion to learn. We're already doing a lot with AI, but our leadership is going to be stepping up in this in a big way. We have all earned it. This is absolutely, guys, it's unbelievable. And we're almost here. So on that note, let's see, GSIs, PSIs, MSIs, we will have a special leadership launch before the 18th, because we got to get some ducks in a row first, because on the 18th, we go. On the 18th, we get started. On the 18th, we all get to jump in and start attacking it. On the 18th, it's go. So the leadership needs to be ahead of time on it. So stay tuned. I don't have an exact time yet. We're waiting on a couple developmental things to be done. They made a lot of progress even today. So I'll announce that to get things going. And then they're going to be sworn to secrecy till the 18th. And they'll be dying. And they're going to be losing sleep, just like I have been. I'm exhausted with excitement and trying to just getting things done, boosting this thing to get ready. And I'll tell you, this is just, to me, this is the same thing as when I like, hey, this is what the internet's going to give us. And it wasn't like this immediate thing where everybody came on and they grew the stuff. I mean, you know, when we were explaining how the PBS worked to the new people, it was a lot to take in. Today, when you talk to somebody, it's not a lot to take in. They're kind of like understanding it. They've seen blogs a lot. They've seen the stuff that's out there, and that's great. But when they understand, and then you guys, we're going to be showing people like what AI, and people get an idea, but this is all next level. This literally, you got to walk people through, because nobody today believes that you can just do what we're going to about to do and show people. We're way ahead, because it's been being built by visionary people for 4 years. Millions of dollars in development. And, you know, I was in lots of meetings before we left Utah. And then I've been on a lot of Zooms and then now meetings, because we use Meeting for this as well, just to keep with it. Okay. I'm telling you guys, we're going to start building pages out, but our memes for April, right? Our images, our consensus marketing images are going to be aiming people at our options page. That's our main capture page for opportunity direction is the options page. So we're going to want to be adding AI to that. And that's why I started the verbiage today to that page. And, you know, we have the options page that goes there. So you guys, this is by design. By design, we've got options images that we all have that are with the memes that show some family, show some multiple income stream things that we put out there. That's one flavor. That's what we started with. Then we've got the one where we're really leaning into the 750 stipend, right? We're really pushing that out. Still going to do that. Now the AI, we're going to really lean into both the stipend, but also we teach AI at an incredible level. Okay. Now, I was on a strategy call, I guess we would call it, with lead generation guys, and you know the whole flavor of what people are looking for. It's got to be AI. I mean, people are really interested in learning where that's going, which is great. That's a great indicator. And there's some big programs out there, and they're all going towards AI training development. And I've seen some sneak peeks of what they're offering. It's brilliant, but it's not this. This is we have such an advantage with this. If we want to take it and run with it, that is. Like if we take it and run with it, we have an advantage. All right, so I'm going to be getting you guys prepped on it. Saturday, we're still going to be working on these fast food pages, but don't be shocked if I'm just super excited and start building out these other pages ahead of time, because it's going to happen. We're going to have new memes delivered sometime here in April that, and I probably want to make sure we have them by the 18th. But I want to make sure that's ready to run with. And then timing wise, it's brilliant, right? Because we're going to be in full launch learning, overwhelming ourselves with this new thing that's going to add to everything we do. Like the way you build your PBS pages. Oh, you guys get ready to just, I'm going to be blindsiding you guys with new tech.
Tell me.
Real estate didn't work, so let's move on to this other thing.
Hi, Dina. All right, guys, I'm going to blow you guys away with this new tech. And it helps all of us that do performance blogging, right? Like I saw how that was. I've seen that since day one when this was being built, but it helps every freaking industry. There's not any job out there that cannot benefit from what we have. So when we're talking about how we're going to help educate people on AI to make it, to help you secure your job and your career or to launch a new career, we aren't kidding. We aren't kidding. And it's also because of how it works and anything else, it needs training. So we're going to train the trainers. We're going to develop the training platforms. We're going to be offering the training to the world as well, because that's the place where it's going to be. So as new people come in, here goes, I'm planting the seed. We bring new people in that want opportunity. We run them right through our path. If they don't know how blogging works, how the base of marketing works, they're not going to be able to apply this and understand it. That's a fact. All right. The tool makes sense if you have a business to build it on. The tool makes sense once you understand the basics of it to then go apply it to the rest of your life. It's not going to be something they're going to look at and say, oh, I know what to do with this. They're not. They're not. It's such an advanced level for today. Now, that being said, in 5 years, in a decade, when more and more of this stuff's been out there and they've been learning this and the information shared and other things come out that start looking to do something similar, then it's going to be commonplace again. And new technology will be coming out then as well, because it never seems to stop. And I got to tell you, on a high level, what we're about to show you guys is mind-boggling for very sophisticated business people. They cannot believe this exists. They are. I mean, it blows them away. And then the more that we utilize it, the better we utilize it. Guys, this is going to be fun. Okay. Now, it's an awesome opportunity, but we've got to learn it to go forth, right? It's like, you can't teach somebody how to set their PBS unless you know how to do it. Even though we've been making it better and better and we'll continue to. I mean, we got a beautiful LMS. Everything will be tied to it. This training will be tied to it. And we're going to have a lot of fun. All right. I'm going to end the streaming. I'm going to drop all the stuff that's there. We're going to go to our instructor call. So you guys know where to go for that. Everybody on YouTube, if you are going to, join into the CRM, come into the instructor meeting. I'll see you guys there. God bless you guys. See you in the next training. Oh, before I drop it, just Costa hinted, Shield Silhouettes. We got 2 major products coming in 60 to 90 days, May, June. Okay. We're going to want to be into our AI stuff, understanding it, because when those hit, we're going to be shifting all of our resources, all that stuff to jump on that as well. The timing's perfect, I guess is what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, this is all coming together at the right times. We're going to be going in this. We're going to have a month, maybe 2 under our belt, which is great. We're going to be in development. And then these other things come that's going to change a lot of how we market, and we'll be ready for it. So April memes are going to be more option memes based around the AI. We're ready for it now. I don't want to market it till we're ready. We're ready. So now we can market it. Then May, June, I'm going to be building out the memes for the new products, and we're not going to release them until they're both ready, because they're 2 different areas that need that. And I want them ready for both products so that we can start pounding that out day 1 that we have them. Day 1. So I'm putting that out there. We're on it on the timeline. So we're going to have May and June will be delivered at the same time, 2 different folders, one for product A, one for product B. So we hit the gate out with those immediately. So when the announcement hits, we'll be ready. They'll be ready, and I'm already testing things. I got to be careful testing the new products, so I got to be very cautious on that. It's kind of it's an interesting thing on that, but I'll do the best I can but I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait a month. I don't want to wait 2 months. I don't want to wait more than minutes from the time we can actually market it. And whether we have even the landing pages yet, I'm already thinking out. I'm hoping that we do, but we may not have the landing pages quite yet. So then we're going to have to just market straight there, but we're going to be able to do the marketing on it. We should have videos and all sorts of other things ready. I know they're just running on it, guys. It's unbelievable what's coming. All right. Love you all. See you guys in the instructor Zoom meeting, instructor meeting.